folks, welcome to Playing in Traffic. And today, today here I am in Hiram, Georgia. I'm pretty sure that's how you say it, Hiram. Why am I saying I think that's why you say it? Because I just moved here, so I'm just getting used to how to say anything, the names of some of these towns. I do want to say I got a lot going on this channel in the next month, and I'm going to give you some spoilers right now. In a couple weeks, me and my son will be headed to New Orleans for the Eagles and Saints game. So we're going to do some shooting on Bourbon Street, and of course at the game, and who knows what we come across along the way. A little later on, maybe a month, in about a month, I'm returning to the Philadelphia area and doing a couple punk rock shows up there. One in Philly, one in Connecticut. So that'll be a first time for the Heels being in Connecticut. And that is with the Blackout Shoppers and Lovass and others. And the thing I like the most about that is we're playing in New London, Connecticut, so that's going to bring in some interesting spots that I wanted to shoot video in. One of them would be potentially in Norwalk, Connecticut, where the Anthrax was. Maybe it still is there. We'll go see. And I wanted to do a light video, if it's even possible to do a light video at Sandy Hook Elementary, so we'll see about that. But considering the location of New London, Connecticut, I'm definitely a by the sea guy. I mean, I do like all kinds of landscape, including this. Look at this shot. Look at this shot. I can't wait to tell you where I'm at today. So yeah, there's a bunch coming up. New London looks like it's sitting right by the water up there, maybe on an inlet off of the Atlantic. But we're going to find that out too as well. So there's a lot of fun stuff coming up. And but today's fun stuff, look, we're just going to keep doing this because I'm already ultra impressed with where I'm at right now. Because I am at, well, I entered at the Hiram Trailhead to this. So I'm already putting two and two together around here. So I entered at the Hiram Trailhead of the Silver Comet Trail. And I'm going to do my best to tell you about what the Silver Comet Trail is. I'm already thinking about food because Ben Hill Grill. I wonder how. I'm not going down that way today because I really don't know my way around here at all. But interestingly, Ben Hill Strickland Park. I don't think it has anything to do with Ben Hill part of Atlanta, but I could be wrong. There's no question about that. Okay, so back to the Silver Comet Trail. Let's see. What is the Silver Comet Trail? You can see right here where I entered at the Hiram Trailhead of the Silver Comet Trail. The Silver Comet was a passenger train. This is my understanding of it. I'm going to put when it was established, when it started. But all of this here is a fantastic concept that's been going on, whether it's a freight train line, whether it is a commuter line that's in a metropolitan city. This area is not a metropolitan city. This is a rural area here. And one of the things about this is that this was a line here of a passenger train called the Silver Comet. And all of this here that you're looking at is all old train line. Can you imagine, first off, if you're on the train? Look at this. Let's turn this around. Just me. Could you hear that train just rolling through in between them trees? That's a cool look. That's a great look. And you can see how busy this whole trail is. So this is an old train line that was converted into a trail for people to exercise and ride their bikes, their one wheels, I'm assuming. And apparently this trail goes for 60 miles. Like 60-mile trail. All the way to the Alabama border in the one direction. And guess what? I can't even tell you what direction that is. And in the other direction, and I'm not saying this is the direction, folks, to Smyrna, Georgia. And that's what we're going to do today. We're going to do a little investigation. I'm going to tell you what, this right here is absolutely, I love this. Are you kidding? Let me make sure I'm not going to get run over. Because this is a busy trail. Let's get this is, yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah, we're doing that. So one observation I would quickly make is to have a 60-mile trail, you're going to cross roads. And this is atypical rural Atlanta Metropolitan Area type road. Hilly, look at that. Look at that. And that's hilly, folks, right? So they got their stops. I'm sure it's completely safe. You just use common sense and you're fine here. But this is the thing. Now, one thing I noticed as well is if you look to the left here, and here's some people coming along on their bikes, you see this drop off on this road going downhill slope. So like you could tell this was a train line because this is like super elevated, like way super elevated. So all these people that are coming along here on their bikes and getting their exercise this morning are, man, they're way above street level. Especially, you can see where that dip is right there. So that drops, I mean, I don't know, I'm not good with how many feet that's going to drop down, but that's going to drop down a significant amount of feet. And I'm going to show you on the way back. That's a cool concept when you're going along this trail. It's a very cool concept to look over the side and go, oh, okay, there's a big drop off there. It's a nice visual. It's actually a real cool feeling knowing that, first off, just using your imagination. I'll do that quite often. Knowing that a train ran through here, and you can tell this is a very wide trail, so you could absolutely see a train coming through here. But the cool part about it is, like, I'm not saying, and if I had the train conductors as people that viewed my channel, does that ever get old when you're just cruising through a nice nature-filled landscape like this? Look. Baby. Yeah, it's pretty. So yeah, that just seemed, I mean, it just is very exhilarating to think about while I'm riding here that was happening. But that is the Silver Comet Trail. Like, so just another thing to wrap your mind around as you're relaxing on your walk, your morning walk, your afternoon walk, your post-work walk, whatever, to get yourself back to a sensible, start your day off, whatever we do. We all do. Look, everyone's got a schedule of how to self-care, okay? Let's just call it that. And this will be one of them. Very, very pretty trail. Very pretty trail. So, all right, let's see what else is going on. Let's see what else is popping up around here. We're about ready to drop into another tunnel, and oh, finally saw the first. Now this was a complaint. If you're going to be able to see this, let's see if I can get it close enough. I don't know if you can see that or not. I'm going to come back. I hope my camera's picking this up. I'm getting really close here. That's about as close as I can get. I'm hoping it's picking up the size of the spider web. So one of the So, you know, anytime I really venture out into a new location, I'll run it through Google, get some reviews, and not just one review, was somebody complaining about spiders. It's like, oh, come on. And there's another one. Oh, yeah, let's do it. Let's do this. So anyway, yeah, there's another one. So just to give this a reference point. I don't know why I'm sitting here going, why we need to establish that spiders would be here. But yeah, ooh, big surprise, folks. Spiders are here. It's almost like people going, complaining about, oh, look at it, and it's on, and it's on. Can we see it? Can we see it? Oh, let me try now. Well, I'm trying to get an angle of it, but there's a spider on there, a very cool looking one. So yeah, they do live here. You know, I mean, probably somewhere in these. Well, we already saw one sitting right here. So yeah, so my opinion is this. So if you're making a comment about the quality of a trail in nature, please don't complain about the spiders. It's like somebody swimming in the ocean and complaining about the sharks. Like, that's where they live. So you just walk around them. And matter of fact, most of them are not literally they're not making webs out here to catch you, because but there were multiple ones. It wasn't just one complaint about the spiders. Okay. There's nothing like the part of the ride when you're wondering, did they ever have to cut through some mountain? And the answer would be yes, of course. That right there. Right through. And about drop-offs, look at this. All right, so we got, we got this right here. One wheel. And about 3 feet, it is straight down into God knows what. You can see that. You can see that drop off on both sides. And again, this trail's so wide, this isn't even a thing. This isn't even, it's just a visual. And it's like, wow. Very cool. I hope you can see this. Whoops, they're good. Okay, we got spiders. Well, so again, I'm not complaining about it. I don't know if you can see that. If you can't, I'm just going to shoot another angle anyway. But a train overpass. This was the Silver Comet's pass, or the trail. Train tracks were here. And then look, Philly had a lot of trains too, but they definitely didn't interact with traffic. But in this area, absolutely happens. So I like this stuff. You're talking about a 61-mile trail. You might as well have mile markers. And this is definitely a great feature right here to be looking at. Look at the trunk, the base of this tree. Oh my goodness gracious. Woo! Just noticed the, I don't know exactly what's going up there. It looks like some type of erosion, but look at the little the root network of this tree right here. Right there, look at that. I don't know what, I'm just assuming that's it's erosion of some sort, but definitely interesting to look at. All the way down to there. So to say this trail is shaded walk, shaded biking is an understatement, because it's, you see these little streams of sun, which is awesome, but there's a lot of shade in here, which brings me to the following interesting fact. So Atlanta, something I read about Atlanta, exclusively Atlanta, has a tree canopy, which is a big deal. That's a big deal to me, because I think that kind of soothes people's minds when they're stressed and anxiety ridden. Just trees and shade and birds flying around and chirping in and out of them. Atlanta's at, I'm just going to right around 48%, which is really high for any metropolitan. I mean, it's actually the highest percentage of tree coverage in any metropolitan city. And guess what? That's something to be proud of. I know that. Hold on to that. Because that's a big deal. I know New York City's very big, Central Park's really big, but obviously it's so built up. So that would be something that I would be very proud of if I was in government in Atlanta. I'd be proud of that fact. And apparently they are, because I read it. Where did I read it? On the internet. So I rode about 5 miles in from Hiram. Now I'm gonna head back. I do want to probably address the fact that I don't know if motorized vehicles are really allowed back here. Now I came on the trail. I got on around 10:15 a.m. So it's less traveled. It sounds like it's a very much like a Kelly Drive in Philadelphia, where the mornings got people on it, but it's really busy on the weekends, and when people are basically out of work, it's pretty much common sense. So I have to take all that into consideration as well with being able to ride the one wheel on here. Yeah, folks, this is a great trail. This is a spectacular trail. It's flat. There's not a lot of hill undulations of any kind on the Silver Comet Trail itself. There's other trails shooting off of it here and there. That may be a different story. I'm not sure at the different trailheads. But yeah, it's flat. It's shaded, and the views are spectacular. So just going to leave it at that. And there's a handful of landmarks too that I'm going to want to see, and I'm just going to save them for another time. Because it's basically like the different. You're looking at a 61-mile trail. 61-mile trail. One of the reasons why I wanted to document the mile markers. So, you know, they're when you're Googling and searching, like, oh, like what else is along the trail? They're like, well, at mile marker 36.5, and it's like, well, yeah, the trail's that long. It's intense, and it's one of the longest trails in the United States. I don't know if they're claiming the world in that, but definitely in the U.S. So there's that. So if you're in the Atlanta Metropolitan Area, the Silver Comet Trail, come on out, get some fresh air. Oh man, this right shoulder. Woo! I don't know what the heck's. Yeah, man. Just don't. It is what it is. Okay, I'll stop complaining. Yeah, come on out and check it out and enjoy yourself. Hydrate, all that good stuff that comes along with a nice long walk. Get lost out here. Well, you can't get lost. It's a straight line. So whatever way you came from, just go back. But all right, folks. Thanks for watching. Getting closer and closer to 400 subscribers. And I will see you next episode, wherever that takes us. Who knows? Have a great day and a pleasant tomorrow. Here's an old caboose, and you can see what that's used for right there. And you can find this right at the Hiram Trailhead parking lot. It's right here. They got a dog park over here, a playground around here somewhere as well. Yeah, this is absolutely a nice spot to get started.